Today, I'm very excited to share some new carry-on rules for 2025 that you may not know about. Of course, you might have seen many videos floating around the internet stating that certain things are being banned. But I am going to debunk some of those things for you and get straight to the facts as I know them. Are you ready? Well, let's dive right in. But before we get into carry-on size and weight limits, let's clear up some confusion about lithium batteries. You've probably seen dramatic headlines like 60% of carry-on luggages are no longer allowed, or TSA is banning new items, floating around online. Do you want to hear the real truth? A lot of that is just clickbait or straight-up misinformation. Now let's talk about battery restrictions. If you don't know, lithium battery restrictions aren't new. TSA has had rules in place for years. But despite what some viral posts suggest, there's no blanket ban. What really matters is knowing the specific limits and guidelines, so you don't run into any surprises at security. Let's now look into the rules for the size of any lithium batteries you are carrying on board. Currently, the TSA allows lithium batteries sized up to 100 watt-hours. That measurement may mean nothing to you, and you will not be alone. So here are a few helpful suggestions. Bring your power bank to charge your phone. These power banks should have less than 27,000 mAh. Their size in all cases, and the capacity will be listed on the packaging or even on the device. Most of the ones we see are in the 10,000 mAh range, which is well below the limit, so you should be okay. Even the largest laptop batteries in use today are under the 100 watt-hour limitation. One thing you should know for sure, how many batteries you carry does matter. Currently, the TSA limits the number of lithium batteries passengers can carry on board to 15. This should be far more than most people will take, but be careful about carrying a dozen camera batteries, a phone, wireless headphones, a laptop, a battery backup, and a second one just in case. Doing that may put you over the limit. It is essential to know that you must carry anything containing lithium batteries in your carry-on. They are not allowed in your checked luggage. For the complete rules and regulations, please go to the source and read everything on the TSA website. The claim that airlines have reduced the acceptable carry-on luggage size is partly true. Let's take a closer look at that. Some airlines have changed the dimensions of acceptable carry-on luggage and may be stricter about enforcing carry-on rules, including weight limits. However, this is not universal, and you should be certain to confirm your airline's rules close to the time you will be traveling to receive the best guidance. Yes, the best thing you can do before traveling is visit the airline's website and view their specific baggage restrictions and guidelines. At this time, there is absolutely no universal carry-on size or weight. If you hear this anywhere online, you heard it from me. That is just not true. Each airline makes and enforces its own rules. Pay special attention to the measurements and weight limits they each have listed on their website, and expect them to be implemented more fervently while traveling in 2025 and beyond. In other words, keep checking the airline's website whenever you get ready to book a flight. You just never know when there will be drastic changes. Let's be honest, nobody enjoys the baggage claim roulette. I know I don't, and I am sure you don't either. Yes, we've all been there, standing anxiously by the carousel, hoping our luggage didn't decide to take a solo trip to another continent. That's why mastering the art of the carry-on is a game changer. Some of the things I would suggest is to try packing one carry-on bag to avoid the checked bag fees. This will help you breeze through security and keep your stuff safely with you. But here's the catch. 2025 is bringing in a wave of sneaky carry-on rule changes, and airlines aren't exactly broadcasting them. If you don't want to get caught off guard at the gate, keep watching this video until the very end. Hold on to your boarding passes, please, folks, because airlines, big and small, are getting even stricter about what you can bring on board. We're talking size limits, weight restrictions, and even bans on everyday items you wouldn't think twice about packing. If you've been coasting by with an oversized carry-on that technically fits in the overhead bin, think again. Airlines are cracking down, and those just a little over the limit bags are getting flagged left and right. Oh, and don't assume you can shift some extra weight into your personal item either. Gate agents are onto that trick too. The goal? Get more passengers to check bags, which, surprise, surprise, means more fees in their pockets. Again, I can't say this enough. Size does matter, and that is why it is important to talk about the new dimensions and weight limits. Gone are the days when carry-on size limits were more of a suggestion than a rule. In 2025, airlines are tightening the leash on passengers, and your old, reliable, and favorite carry-on might not make the cut. Many major airlines are quietly shrinking their maximum size allowance, meaning your go-to bag could suddenly be too big. I cannot say this enough. Before you even think about booking that flight, check your airline's latest carry-on dimensions. And it's not just about size. Weight is becoming a big deal too. Some airlines are implementing strict weight limits for carry-ons, and yes, they will weigh your bag at the gate. If it's over the limit, get ready to fork over a checked bag fee. Let's now talk about a few new bans and what you can't bring anymore. We all know the usual suspects. No liquids over 3.4 ounces, no sharp objects, and definitely no fireworks. Seriously, people still try this. But 2025 is bringing some unexpected additions to the no-fly list. Some airlines are limiting the number of electronic devices you can carry, including laptops, tablets, and cameras. And if you're thinking of bringing your favorite snack, think again. Certain foods are getting banned, especially anything messy or strong-smelling. The bottom line? Just because you could bring it last year doesn't mean you can do so this year. Again, the best thing to do is to check the airline website you will be traveling on, even before you pack. Let's now discuss the real reason airlines are cracking down. Airlines love to say these carry-on rules are all about efficiency and safety. And while that's partly true, let's be real. It's also about money. The stricter the carry-on rules, the more people are forced to check their bags, and that means more revenue for the airlines. But beyond the cash grab, cracking down on oversized carry-ons does help speed up the boarding process and prevent those chaotic overhead bin battles. Now, how do you beat the system and pack like a pro? I am glad you asked. Don't let these new rules ruin your travel game. A little strategy goes a long way in making sure you don't get hit with unexpected fees. First, consider ditching the rolling suitcase altogether and opt for a travel backpack. Backpacks are easier to maneuver, fit under the seat in front of you, and aren't as heavily scrutinized at the gate. Next, packing cubes are your best friend. They keep things organized and help you fit way more into your bag than you thought possible. And when it comes to clothing, layering is the way to go. Instead of packing bulky sweaters, opt for thin layers that you can mix and match. If you're traveling with medications, baby gear, or musical instruments, things can get a little tricky. Keep medications in their original packaging with clearly marked prescription labels. And if you have liquid medication over 3.4 ounces, let TSA know ahead of time. I have done a video recently, and it is strictly about the new rules of flying with medication. I will leave the link in the description. Please make sure you check it out. And for parents, we have some good news. Most airlines still allow a diaper bag in addition to your carry-on. Now for musicians, you might need to buy an extra seat for your instrument, so check with your airline well in advance. It is time for you to stay ahead of the travel game. With the valuable information in this video, you will be ready to do so. Let's continue. Carry-on rules change all the time, and airlines aren't exactly sending out personal emails to let you know. Your best bet? Again, always check your airline's website before you pack. There are also some great travel apps that keep up with airline regulations and can help you stay one step ahead. If you want to be ahead of any TSA rule changes, bookmark the TSA website on your phone or laptop so you can always keep checking. The TSA also has an answer service known as Ask TSA. Check out their Instagram page to learn more about that service. Even though many of you might not like AI or artificial intelligence, ChatGPT is useful because its system can scour the web to gather the essential travel information you might need. It is good to have more than one solution or option to work with. Being informed also means you won't get blindsided by surprise fees or new bans. Now here is the bottom line and my final thoughts. Airlines are constantly tweaking their carry-on policies, often without much warning. But if you stay informed, do your own research, pack smart, and know your rights as a passenger, you'll be able to dodge the fees, breeze through security, and keep your travel experience stress-free. So remember to pack light and pack smart. I hope you got some value from this video to prepare you for your next trip. Thanks for staying until the end. And just so you know, we're here every single day with travel tips, hacks, and stories to help you navigate the skies with confidence. If you want to get daily videos, then do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Please take a few minutes to check out the links in the description. Anything you purchase will help to support the channel. Thanks in advance for doing so. And don't forget to visit the YouTube shopping area below the video. I value your support. Please share this video with your friends and family. This is your host Cheryl saying bye. And until next time, happy travels.